じゃない。二人でどっか行っちゃおうか。
どっかって
遠いところ。
遠いところって
誰も知らないところ。
So take it on. The city's yours. Worth fighting for. It's all mine. So take it on. The city's yours. Worth fighting for. It's all mine. It's all yours.
You're scared to compete. You're marrying a man fathoms beneath you because you don't want to risk being betrayed.
Well, that's fucked now, isn't it, Sal?
What you just made me do.
I'll kiss every guy, man and woman, man and woman. Look at that guy, how handsome he is. I'll kiss him.
So you think you can tell heaven from hell, blue skies from pain? Can you tell a green field from a cold steel rail, a smile from a veil? Do you think you can tell?
There was a Rosier. Evan Rosier.
Rosier is dead.
If you need me to go get sandwiches or coffee or step up from regional parks and run North America, I can and I will. That's just an offer on the table.
Fuck off, Tom. Fuck you, Kendall. Don't talk to Tom like that.
It's okay. It's fine.
No! No! See, dickhead! Such a shit show.
What is?
My family.
Our family.
There's an amount to take, reasons to take more. It's no big surprise you turned out this way when they closed their eyes and prayed you would change, and they cut your hair and sent you away. You stopped by my house the night you escaped with tears in my eyes. I begged you to stay. You said, hey man, I love you, but no fucking way.
It's a cruel truth to it, isn't there? There are two sisters so close in age that the more one becomes one thing, the more the other necessarily becomes the opposite.
Freak! Up here! I'm gonna tell Mummy. You're a freak!
I was the only one to see her for what she was.
How are you?
Yeah, I feel quite...
I'm not good with that.
He's jealous. She's ordinary and you're special.
He's my friend, and he stays.
That's mean, Simmons.
And then she had you, and I knew you would be the same.
My baby will never know your name. Will never even know that you existed.
You didn't just lose a mother that night in Country Sorrow, you know. I lost a sister.
adorable lab rat you make, Charles. Don't spoil this for me, Ike. No. I've been a lab rat. I know when I see one.
Colder than your father's eyes, he never learned to sympathize with anyone. I don't blame you, but I can't change you. But we can save you.
No te rindas ahora.
No me estoy rindiendo, Pancho. Me estoy muriendo.
Just for another dollar in your pocket. Now I am the violence, I am the sickness. Won't accept your silence, beg me for forgiveness. We'll never get free, led to the slaughter. What you gonna do when there's blood in the water? The price of your greed, your son and your daughter. What you gonna do when there's blood in the water? When there's blood in the water.
Slipping through my fingers all the time, I try to capture every minute, the feeling in it.
Yes, he's a hit maker, songwriter, superstar, right? And a fucking dead beat that should never say more life. Meet the Grams.
Don't understand, Jules. You never did.
No, you don't understand. I stopped calling myself Jules when I was 15 and I found out what you'd done to me. I'm Julian.
What difference does that make?
It makes every difference. Because I'm different. Can't you see? Jules Bashir died in that hospital because you couldn't live with the shame of having a son who didn't measure up.
Was it the best you ever had? Was it the worst you never know? I try to tell you what I think and play it up like it's a joke.
The word is unnatural, meaning not from nature.
Freak or monster would also be acceptable.
If they can't depend on you, well, they figure, well, maybe there's no point in depending on anything.
Look, you can't lay all that on my shoulders.
The hell with your Iowa naivete, and the hell with your hero worship and your teddy bear, and while you're at it, the hell with you! Why don't you grow up, for crying out loud? I'm not here for you to admire. I'm here to poke bodies out of a sausage life. Impossible without going crazy, period.
Achilles, Achilles, calm down, won't you get up off the roof. The self is not so weightless, no whole and unbroken. Remember the pact of our youth. Where you go, I'm going. So jumping, I'm jumping, since there is no me without you. Soldier on Achilles, Achilles, calm down, won't you get up off the roof. Love the way they light candles in Rome, but love the sweet air of the votive. Hurt and grieve, but don't suffer alone. Engage with the pain as a motive. Today of all days, see how the most dangerous thing is to love.
Roman.
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 Roman. Roman. Roman.
Roman.
Roman.
Roman.
Roman.
Roman.
Roman.
Roman.
Roman.
Roman.
Arthur Logan Roy.
You didn't just lose a mother that night in Godric's Hollow, you know. I lost a sister.
Is this movie that I think you like? This guy decides to quit his job and head to New York City. This cowboy is running from himself. She's been living on the high shelf. And they call monster. Running down to the river, taking away to the dark side.
12 years. When the smoke turns red, it means you've forgotten something.
The only problem is, I can't remember what I've forgotten.
Obliviate.
You ever been really hungry? I mean, haven't eaten in days hungry?
So what did he take?
Get this, peanut butter and bread.
Because you're hungry.
Well, not.
Well, then why'd you steal bread and peanut butter?
Crouch's fatherly affection stretched just far enough to give his son a trial. It wasn't much more than an excuse to show how much he hated the boy. "I'm your son!" he screamed up at Crouch. "I'm your son!"
You are no son of mine.
Should have spent a bit more time at home with his family, shouldn't he? Ought to have left the office early once in a while, gotten to know his own son. He sent him straight to Azkaban. He can't have been more than 19. He was screaming for his mother by nightfall.
Aldous Hamilton, an arrogant immigrant, orphan, bastard, whore's son, somehow endorsed Thomas Jefferson, his enemy. A man he's despised since the beginning, just to keep me from winning. I wanna be in the room where it happens, the room where it happens, the room where it happens. You've kept me from the room where it happens for the last time.
They say I'm too young to love you. I don't know what I need. They think I don't understand the freedom land of the 70s.
You know, I'd wager that if you were on a skateboard, you wouldn't have spilled a drop. You'd win that bet. It's my best event. Hi, I'm Max.
Live a long time yet, Catherine, an eternity without me. You will look into the faces of passers-by, hoping for something that will, for an instant, bring me back to you. You will find moonlit nights strangely empty, because when you call my name, there will be no answer. Always your heart will be aching for me, and your mind will give you the doubtful consolation that you did a brave thing.
Something that Dad would have done. And
Oh,
you know
well,
it.
maybe, but you're not your dad.
And what the fuck am I gonna do with you? You're a moron. You're a laughing stock. Oh, go on, fuck off.
Me llamo Numa. Morí el 11 de diciembre de 1972, mientras dormía.
I lived. Everyone else died.
What do you mean?
Everyone died, Sarah.
What have you got now?
No one. Traveling alone. I thought it was better.
Were you? Man who has lost everybody to talk to me of loneliness.
We needed somebody who wanted to play the game, but who'd only go so far.
I'm afraid I don't believe you'll pull that trigger.
I wouldn't be so sure about that.
He died about 2 minutes ago. He almost took you with him.
Should I feel sorry for you? Should I be weeping over the burden you're forced to carry in order to protect the rest of us?
No.
I've been thinking. I want you to be Draco's godfather.
Godfather? Lucius, I can't even take care of myself.
He's your godson.
Kid, it's far too late to be awake.
Look what I can do, Uncle Seb.
He's just a boy. Protect him from harm.
I will.
Oh, I'm just a kid. I'm no longer a kid. I never use my brain. Everything has changed. I only use my heart. There's nothing in my heart. Imagination, writing in my brain.
How is it that you go about defining good and evil?
Do you blame yourself? What? Well, it's quite common in this situation for a patient to feel a kind of guilt.
What situation?
The accident.
Are you tormented by memories?
There's really just one thing that we have in common. Neither of us will be missed.
Can't keep a good dog down, right, Ken?
Saint Bernard sits at the top of the driveway. You always said how you love dogs. I don't know if I can, but I'm trying my best when I'm howling and barking these songs.
Dear Alexander, I am slow to anger, but I toe the line as I reckon with the effects of your life on mine. I look back on where I failed, and in every place I checked, the only common thread has been your disrespect. Now you call me immoral, a dangerous disgrace. If you got something to say, name a time and place, face to face.
And I'm getting fucking tired. The capillaries in my eyes are bursting. If our love died, would that be the worst thing? For somebody I thought was my savior, you sure make me do a whole lot of labor. If I'm skin on my hands is cracking, if our love ends, would that be a bad thing? And the silence haunts our bedchamber. You make me do too much labor.
You were born into a family that doesn't always appreciate you. But one day things are gonna be very different.
You can let it go. You can throw a party full of everyone you know. You can start a family who will always show you love. You don't have to be sorry for leaving and growing up.
A boy would be the son of France, but you, Marie-Therese, shall be mine. It's tactless, it's a test, it's just a rest, it's just a rest. It's tactless.
What will we be tonight? That's the question.
I know you heard the rumors. You must get over to it right away. If anyone can do it, you gotta get there soon. It's not okay.
Mom,
stay for a year or two.
Get out of my house.
Mama, be quiet.
Keep your mouth shut.
It would be just to sleep at night. And I'll leave once I figure out how to pay for my own life too.
Do you think we'll be in love? You're no good for me, baby. You're no good for me. You're no good for me, but baby, I want you. I want you.
Professor, is this all real? Or is it just happening inside my head?
Of course it's happening inside your head, Harry. Why should that mean that it's not real?
He's not Fred, I am. Honestly, woman, you call yourself our mother.
I'm Hermione Granger. And you are?
Ron Weasley.
Ready, Fred? Ready, George. Bottoms up.
Harry!
Yeah, Harry. That was not funny.
Training for the ballet, Potter! Gryffindor win! Trevor!
Happiness can be found even in the darkest of times. If one only remembers to turn on the light.
What kind of choice had that been for him, Qui-Gon? Leave your mother for a prophecy you've never heard of, to join an order of legendary peacekeepers who arrive on your planet only to tell you that they aren't there to free you from the barbaric system you're part of? That the legendary justice of the Jedi is for others. He was the chosen one, without any choices of his own. For every way the Council had broken Anakin down, I had stood by and led them. I had been their arbiter of justice, repeating the language they had given me. Why didn't I fight for you, I think?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Anakin. For all of it.
For a man in uniform to carry home like little soldier.
Pretty dude should have been a rock star.
But he didn't have the money for a guitar.
Pretty dude should have been a politician.
But he never had a proper education.
I got my eye on you too.
But he never even made it to his 20s. What a waste, army dreamers.
Why wouldn't someone like yourself run for political office? You have all the money that you possibly need. You've accomplished a great deal, even though you are only 34. I know there's a lot of things that you possibly can do in the years ahead. Why wouldn't you dedicate yourself to public service?
I think it's a very mean life. I would love and I would dedicate my life to this country, but I see it as being a mean life. And I also see it that somebody with strong views and somebody with the kind of views that are maybe a little bit unpopular, which may be right, but may be unpopular, wouldn't necessarily have a chance of getting elected against somebody with no great brain but a big smile. And that's a sad commentary for the political process.
So to every parent who dreams for their child, and every child who dreams for their future, I say these words to you tonight. I am with you, I will fight for you, and I will win for you.
Forbidden by the devil's love. He is a killer just for fun. The man's a snitch and unpredictable.